everybody, and welcome to Dynamic GT League's 3volution series for races 1, 2 and 3. And joining us on commentary, this isn't meant to rhyme, is Ray. Hope you're not... I was going to say something then, and I stopped myself. You alright, Ray?
Yep, I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm great, thanks. Okay, it's 3volution because the drivers get to pick one of these cars to use: the M3 Evolution, the Mercedes Cosworth Evolution, or the Ford Cosworth. And if they haven't got one of these cars, they have to use the ball bag selection, which is what, Ray?
Or the Renault Avanti or something?
Avantime. It is a shitbox. So in a moment, we'll see if anybody is going to be in that car. Now, for these three, yeah, they're very closely matched, very different characteristics. We talked about this before. Cos is a bit lively, very good on the front end, which can cause problems with oversteer. The Merc is very neutral, very stable, a bit boring in some respects to drive. And the BM, a little bit understeery, a little bit oversteery, but quick. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what cars the drivers have gone for. Now here we're going to have what looks like a Superman view of the Nurburgring, and as you'll notice, it's very, very wet. Well, that's because for this championship, on each week, we're going to be having 3 races at one location. The first race will be dry, the second race will be wet, and this is the conditions of the second race. But what I want to quickly mention here as we go around the Nurburgring short circuit is have a look for the shiny parts of the track where the racing line is, because for a driver like the Apex here, if they get on those shiny bits, they're not going to have a lot of grip, and the same through this corner. So when we go around the circuit here, as you've got to be aware for track limits, there's a lot of puddles, but going across a racing line like in this corner, Ray, because if you break off the racing line, you're going to have to cross it to then go wide where the grip is. Crossing the racing line, it can be very treacherous, can't it?
Yep, because you think you've got grip, and then next minute goes, nope, fuck you.
Yep, bye-bye. And again, you can see it through here. Obviously, it's a lot easier to see it from slightly higher up. And here, this drier line is actually because of the camber, and that's where the grip will be. But again, having mentioned...
That's marbles, is it not? I thought that was marbles coming around that corner.
That is a slightly drier bit. But look at the puddles down here, though. And for many that may not realise, the kink here, normally a dead easy flat-out corner, but there's a big couple of puddles right by the curb and on the exit. Could be very, very treacherous. And again, breaking into the final chicane, don't really want to do it in the wet on the racing line here because the car will want to go straight on. But again, you're going to have to cross the racing line somewhere, as whoever's flying this drone, I think, has taken a bit of speed. Yeah, there we go as we're heading towards the final corner. But as we mentioned, the first race is going to be dry, the second race is going to be very, very wet, the third race inclement conditions. And in a moment, Ray, would you like to take us through the grid where qualifying was done for this first race, but the rest of it will be done from race results or championship standings order for the first race of next week? So, lovely sunny weather here, Ray. Would you like to take us through the order until you cough your guts up?
Yeah. So in first place, we've got, that's a Alfa Romeo. No, it's not. It's SGP. First place. Second place is Conrad. And then third place we've got SRI, fourth place we've got Twilight, fifth place we've got Demon Ardale, sixth place is Art Pal, seventh place there is Nelly, eighth Rich Blues, ninth Garrett, and 10th Jason in the shit box.
Yeah, Jason being the driver who was turned up to the track and gone the wrong way and ended up in a race. And we're at 4 lights, 5 lights, and away Richard! Jason went with a mega jump start. That's going to cost them big time. SGP moves across in his BMW Romeo, covers off Conrad. I tell you what, that Beamer got a flying start for SGP and SRI, and Twilight up the inside. Oh, that's a bit late by Twilight.
Yeah, they're still fighting. There's Art Pal coming through in Causey as well.
Oh yeah, and so... I think just saw on the pack cam Nelly was facing the wrong direction as Jason in the Avantime is making moves. I should mention as well, the Avantime, it hasn't got the power, but it's brilliant in the corners. You can't really see anything out the rear window though.
No, as we see Conrad in the Cosworth for a 2.0 turbocharged engine. Produces about 203 horsepower at 6,000 RPMs, and it weighs about 1.2 kilograms.
1.2 kilos? So
Oh,
it weighs
1,000.
1.2 bags of
Sorry,
sugar.
1,000. I wrote that down wrong.
1,200 kilos. Yeah,
12,000.
yeah. I got you. Okay, so Demon R in the only Mercedes on the grid, right behind Twilight here. This for fifth place at the moment is SGP in his BMW Romeo, and yeah, Connor there in the Cozzy Connor, Artpal in the Cozzy as well. Oh, we've got a spinner. That's Twilight. No, it's Twilight. Yeah. Oh yeah, on the pack cam, yeah. It was Gary nearly collected it. And Demon R is stationary-ish.
Is Demon R at fault?
Oh, maybe. Okay, Connor in the extremely fast Cozzy. Mentioned on the intro, it's got a very strong front end. It's also got a very good acceleration if you don't get too wiggly. But having said, I think in these conditions, Ray, in the dry, on the racing hard tyre, I think in the Cozzy you can kind of rag it about a bit and it doesn't mind it.
Yeah, SRI had a big moment there that let Conrad catch up. Drivers have to be careful of that exit that corner. They keep going wide. They could receive a penalty. Oh, Conrad late on the brakes. He's sliding about, isn't he? He's having fun.
SRI! Well, I don't know if I'd call that fun. Head first into barrier that you can find on Grindr. But here comes Gary now. It is RS Cozzy. Trying to get up the inside, a little bit bumpy now, trying to hold SRI tight, but trust me, you don't want to hold SRI tight, it'll only end up in reproduction.
Yeah, and Jason and his shitbox, I keep forgetting what it's called.
Yeah, the Renault Avatar.
Quick they catch up with him, but he'll fly through the chicane and then they'll catch up into the last corner.
Yeah, you know what, I actually think that the Aventime is better in the corners than the other cars, although SRI is overtaking him in the corner. That just completely blew my theory out the window, didn't it? But it definitely hasn't got the pace, so I would expect to see Gary come flying by. And a reminder as well, everybody, in the last championship, as Gary is making that move, we ran a no boost championship. In this championship, the boost is back, which means halfway down the grid, the front half of the grid gets no boost, the second half of the grid gets boost, and it's all the same amount of boost until they catch up to within a second of fifth place. SGP leading the way, still opening up a gap here to Conrad. And I must admit, I'm surprised that SGP's gone with the BMW, because I think throughout all the practice sessions, he was looking like he was going to use the Cozzy.
Yeah, looked like that, but I think he's trying to play it safe.
Yeah. Oh, Conrad, like I said, you can thrash this Cozzy around a bit, you know, on the way in. Oh, yeah, Artpal getting a little bit of slip angle. No wrong with that. How's Rich going to get on? Yep, he's all right. Elio, big grip. Nicely done.
Yeah. SRI Gary, and there's Demon R's caught up with SRI Gary. Oh, here comes Jason. He's looking.
You know
Demon
what?
R's got a great run. That's Gary and on SRI.
He's going to have to watch out though, because it looks like that front bumper may be dragging along the ground in the corners as Cozzy gives Beamer a bump draft. Demon R could end up with a bit of a McLaren style issue if he goes scratching off too much of that front bumper. And here comes Jason trying to make a move on Twilight. Twilight's having none of it though.
It's a great battle between Demon R, SRI, Gary. They're trying to catch up to Nelly and Rich Blues in fourth place. Oh, fantastic.
Trying to break the slipstream down the main straight as here goes Demon R up the inside of SRI. Gary, big wiggle on. Now has a look up the inside. Oh, takes the back of SRI, and Twilight goes for a triple switchback. It's not quite well on.
I don't know. Oh, Demon R!
Boy!
Oh, Oh, he's a big tank.
Oh!
Oh. Jason's like, no match for my tank.
What the hell does that mean then?
What? No match for my tank? You didn't
Oh
plough
no,
through, you.
I thought you were speaking Swedish for a second. It genuinely sounded like you went, no mash, no tank. And then I was like, what's that then? No, it's not Swedish, it's just Ray speaking English. No match for my tank. It does sound. See, I went to IKEA a couple of days ago. That's all right. Thanks, Rich Blues. I went to IKEA a couple of days ago. And on the back of the shirts they have hedge, don't they? Is high. So that's probably where I got it from. No match, no match, no match for my tank. In some shops, it's a pillowcase.
Oh, Rich trying to hold off SRI into Shigeri's with me.
Oh!
There's nowhere I could go. Gary's just collected him. And look, there's a green monster behind.
Oh dear. Oh my days. You know what? Jason's missing a trick by not having like an IKEA livery on his car. He could have had a massive blue or yellow bag on it. So here we go then. We've got Twilight and Rich Blues battling side by side down towards the first corner. I should mention as well that the races in this championship are 10-minute races, but we are going to be having 3 in a round. So we're currently on lap 5. I have no idea how long has gone in this race actually, Ray.
I think we're about, was it 7 laps? 7, 8 laps, I think it was.
Quite possibly. It would appear that whoever does the graphics has not allowed us to see the race clock. But I'm sure we'll find out when we're on the last lap of the races. We've got 2 BMWs battling out. Nelly and SRI here. And thankfully, Ray, nobody has forgotten that it's the short circuit and gone straight on.
Well, nobody that we know of. We did see the full front slip into that corner. As Nelly and SRI having a battle for 4th place. And then you've got the Rich Blues forming Gary Demon R battle just behind them. And I think Nelly's catching Artpal a wee bit. Oh! SRI's just bumped him a wee bit. SRI's got to watch, because this is a gold championship, so they can't get reported for the flashing people about.
Yeah, absolutely. Rich Blues may have a run here on Demon R. We may see the power of the Cozzy in effect here. The Cozzy having a turbo. We're going to see it on the pack cam. Yeah, it's on the pack cam. It's Conrad has closed the gap up a little bit to SGP. But I wouldn't be surprised if SGP's got this covered. Oh wow! Pack cam, something mega just happened there.
Yeah, it looks like 3 anti-1 doesn't work, as SRI went round the outside of Nelly.
Yeah, Twilight's trying to make a move around the outside of Gary. SRI's opening up that gap a little bit now. I think it was Rich Blues and Demon R that ended up off the track, and they're now behind Jason. I should quickly mention, it's Gary nearly doesn't leave, didn't quite leave Twilight enough space there, did he?
No, kind of closed the door. Oh, Twilight's nearly lost it.
Yeah, on the pack cam, and in the background we've got a Merc overtaking a Renault, and then we've got a Cozzy going to try overtaking a Renault, as we see Gary here still ahead of Twilight. SGP heading into the final chicane, opened up a gap on Conrad, and I think he's about to start the last lap of the race. I thought we had Artpal going slow there. For anyone that wants to know, Texaco on the rear wing, that's Artpal. Alfa Romeo on the rear wing, that's SGP. So yeah, okay, he is starting the final.
Nelly, Packham, Nelly, and Gary both went this. The car just turned left.
Oh dear. Well, thinking. Oh no, sorry.
Let's up.
They've already finished the race. SGP and Conrad have finished 1 and 2. Artpal 3. SRI 4. So that incident with Nelly. Crossley may get caught here. Nelly 5th. Demon R 6th. Gary and Twilight. Oh. Yeah, it's a bit naughty that. Should remind everyone it is a Gold Star Championship, as we've only got a few seconds to rattle through this result. SGP first, Conrad second, Artpal third, SRI fourth, Nelly fifth, Demon R sixth, Formula Gary seventh, Twilight eighth, Rich Blues ninth, Jason 10th, and quick comment, Ray. Jason's in the Avon time. If one of the other cars becomes available, he can use it, can't he?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. That's all I wanted to know. So if Jason has access to the other cars, get in them. And it's very wet now, as we're at 4 lights, 5 lights, and away they go. SGP on the full wet tyre. I would expect to see everybody on the full wet tyre. Connor's on it. What a feature we may see in this race, though, is the characteristics of the cars could have a massive effect on how they handle in this downpour.
Yep, Conrad on the back of SGP straight away. SGP not getting that run that he got in race 1, and SRI's coming through on Conrad as well. So
Yeah.
SRI got past Artpal very quickly.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's SRI using the off the racing line, because it will help you massively. Ooh, as Artpal gets a wiggle on.
But isn't he? Artpal, is he disappeared? He's still there somewhere.
He's still there, but it was definitely a wiggle as Connor taking that wide line. It's where you want to be in these conditions. It's where the grip is. Actually, SRI got a bit of a run here on SGP. SGP goes defensive. What I'm saying, is it defensive? I mean, some drivers may see a car ahead and go, oh, he's gone wide, I can go for this. Not realising that it... Oh, go wide!
Oh, God! There's the marshals for you.
Yep.
Say hello.
Oh, dear. Well, that was crossing the racing line, wasn't it? It's Artpal! Oh, big spin! Oh, look
He's going for the pool. He's going for the pool.
Yes, over there, isn't it? Oh, Gary's done the same! Oh, my days!
Let's go for the pool.
Yeah. Okay, so... it's not jet fuel in that car that Gary's got at the moment, it's just loads of water. And while all that was happening, SRI's taken the lead of the race. Apologies, didn't see that at all. It was probably shown on the pack cam or something. I was too busy watching. Oh, it's someone!
Oh, something in the back.
Who would that have been?
Nemo might be now.
No,
Nelly's
Nelly's
there.
in 4th. Yeah, not entirely sure who that one was. SRI holds on at the moment on the pack cam. That is Conrad behind Artpal in the Cosy. So at the moment, I think we've had 3 of the Cosys spinning out, and behind SRI, SGP just got a massive wiggle. But that's just because he was happy to see him.
Yep, and as we see Artpal and Conrad side by side. I lost whereabouts in the track we were here. Oh, yeah, Artpal just needed some new underwear.
Yeah, it was the turn 2, turn 3, second. This is the little chicane, or the Twicky chicane. Got the words out. Twicky. SSX Twicky. Oh, who's that? Penalty. Rich Blues and back through the cone. Yeah, some say he is a brilliant driver. Some say don't let him drive on night on the motorways because he loves them cones.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm trying to think who it was that had the spin at the final corner. It might. No, it might have been Gary. Yeah, it may have been Gary. A bit further back, someone's got a penalty. That's Conrad. Artpal Conrad get through the kink on this occasion. Conrad looking up the inside. Artpal looking around the outside. Artpal won't have the grip. Now let's look for the lack of grip in the middle of the corner.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, and it's reset him. Oh,
yeah.
Actually, that's not hurt him though, really, has it? That's helped him. Artpal. Oh dear.
Is he gonna lift off? I think he is.
Yeah, he is. Now,
Twilight just came back and goes, here you go.
Yeah, well, interesting to see. I
Have
don't
some
think
more
that's
paint,
like Artpal going for a dodgy move. I think he was braking and got to the racing line and it wouldn't slow down anymore. And that is what will happen. Twilight, where's he gone? Oh, he's just there a little wide. Artpal says, I'm coming through. Have some of my 80s Texaco.
Yeah, to be honest, been pretty good racing even in these treacherous conditions. So we see Jason just ahead of Artpal in 6th place.
Oh,
doing well in
SGP!
the
Sorry,
support.
SGP just went mega deep at the hairpin. Sorry to throw you off there, go on. Oh, he's actually got a good run out of it. Oh, he's in the cone.
Whoa, going in the middle of the road. Oh, that was that Rich?
Some
There, oh, Rich nearly took out, I don't know who it was.
Nelly.
Kind of went
I
deep
think
in the corner.
yeah, someone else was actually off track as Artpal on the pack cap. On the side of Jason in the Aventime now, I tell you what, it's looking a lot wetter out there now, right?
SRI spread his legs here a minute.
Oh dear. Now, interesting to see SRI.
I wasn't making a joke.
Oh, he's spreading something. Oh dear, around again. I was about to say actually, he had a lovely line on the way into the chicane, sort of breaking off the racing line, but he's going to come under pressure now from Rich Blues, he's got to be careful of doing what Artpal did, mid corner. Look at that understeer, that's the racing line, but he's got it under control. Oh, spinner! Oh, it's Artpal nearly did what the other car we saw do earlier. We still don't know.
Yep. So we see we've got Nelly, Rich Blue, no, Nelly, yeah, Nelly on SRI and Rich Blue's just ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that.
Straight on. That's got to be off. Oh, nice kept it.
Dirty tyres. He's tried to leave the room for Nelly there.
Who? What? He's trying to leave the room for a poo. Oh, spinner! Is that Artpal again? No, it's Conrad. There's Artpal up the inside of SRI. Sending SRI a little bit wiggly wobbly. That may have been. Oh, I think Artpal's trying to slow down for him. Jason!
No match for my tank.
no match for it. Oh dear, you know what? We're going to have to Google what no match for my tank is in Swedish. Like, not what it is in Swedish, but translate that as Swedish to English. Because it'd be funny if it comes up with get out of the way, bitch. Oh dear.
From what, sorry? From English to Swedish?
No, from Swedish to English. But okay, so SGP through the chicane with Demon R, big wobble on. Now, interestingly, Demon R wasn't really anywhere near the front in the first race, but in this race, the Mercedes seems to be liking these conditions, and perhaps that's where that sort of more boring, neutral effect of the Mercedes comes into play. I see Rich Blues running in third at the moment. He's got a lot of cars right behind him. But, to be fair, Rich in the Cozzy, I don't think we've seen him having the spins that we've seen Artpal and Connor having. Demon R's just messed up at turn 1, it's gone mega deep. That's just opened that gap right up.
Sorry, I am trying to
Google Translate, I know. Oh, Rich Blue's got a little wobble on. You know what, it does look like it's raining heavier and heavier. And now I'll quickly mention for the third race, as Jason sitting in 5th, the weather conditions for the first race, it's not going to rain anywhere near as hard as this, but the weather pattern will be the same. It's just the intensity will be a lot less as Gary loses it and nearly takes Twilight with him. Gary manages to keep going, but now Nelly's right up the whale tail of Rich Blues, who's drifting around the hairpin. Nelly tries to follow, but he can't do it. Oh dear. Rich showing how it should be done. Oh, Nelly backed onto the track there. He's still not worked out what the man from a tank is. Well, the man from a tank has got a bit of a train behind him at the moment.
It just says no match. I don't know how to do it.
I'll sort it. I'll have a look at the end. Don't you worry. Okay, Conrad has made the move. No, he hasn't. Oh dear. Now, was that just the effect of the kink again, or was there a little bit of a touch?
I don't see, sorry, I was on the other screen, but as we see the tank coming through on SRI.
Yeah. Now,
Oh,
hold it tight. Now I'm just wondering. I would
oh,
guess.
up out very tight. He's still there. You can see it in the pack cam. He's going to get past Juice on him. Here we are.
Yeah, power working for him is on the pack cam. That is SGP. So a little insight into what it's like in the cockpit. Twilight going a little bit deep, but there's grip out there. You spin it down.
Oh. Lean on me when you're not strong.
If Twilight gets sideways and bangs into someone, is that him teabagging? Given his response. Okay, so
Yorkshire tea.
we are on the last lap of...
He doesn't even drink fucking Yorkshire tea. I bet he's a PG guy.
He probably is. He's saying this for his own brand. Oh, Nelly comes in way too hot. Spins out Twilight and he's waiting for him. We are on the last lap of the race now, though, with SGP heading into the final chicane. That is on the pack cam as we are watching the tank in the tank heading through down onto the back straight. Okay.
Here comes SGP round the last corner. I've not seen the tank spin yet. Have you?
No, that's a very good point. I mean, I did say it's good in the corners. I mean, he probably can't sprint, he's got no power. But yeah, SGP takes the win. Demon R, second place. Rich Blues, he's going to come over. No, we've got a spinner on the pack. I'm not sure. Is that Gary? I don't know. Yeah, Rich Blues done well, so SRI is going to finish in fourth. Artbow in fifth place. And then we've got Jason in sixth in the tank. Conrad in seventh. And then we've got Yorkshire T in eighth place. Nelly in ninth place. And then we've got Formula Gary in 10th place. Definitely a very different style of race there, or different difficulty of race there for the drivers, wasn't the race?
Yeah, the wet weather coming in and trying to stay off the racing line and oh, Gary, you missed the line.
Okay, so quick look then at the confirmed race result here. Actually, no, this isn't the confirmed race result. Well, it is, but what me and Ray can see on the screen isn't correct. So what you'll see on the screen, folks, is everybody in their positions, and unfortunately, Conrad has a -2 point penalty. We'll get onto that at the end of the race. But yeah, so SGP with the win, Demon R second place, Rich Blues third, SRI fourth, Art Pal fifth, Jason sixth, but we're back on the grid. And it looks like it's raining a little bit as we're at 5 lights, and away they go. And SGP on pole position, he's on racing hard. And if we look at the moisture gauge, it's Demon R's on inters. The moisture gauge would suggest that slicks would be okay at the moment.
Yeah, it's borderline if it rains a bit.
That's alright, coming steaming up the inside of Rich Blues. Now, obviously, we don't know what tyres everybody's on at this point. SRI's on the racing hards. Let's see, Rich Blues, intermediates. You can have a look at what's happening. I'm just looking at the tyres.
Yeah, Rich Blues try to get past SRI. See, SRI, they're actually okay at holding on to now. They're not sliding about too much. As SGP's got a wee bit of a gap. Oh,
no!
Big bong, boo.
Okay, so let's see. Conrad is up to 4th place. He's on the inters. Rich is on the inters. SRI on the slicks. Looking at the moisture. Oh, Conrad! The moisture gauge is just got a little bit wetter though. It's Conrad trying to make a switch back. Gary, I think he's on the slicks because he's about to get mugged by Twilight on the pack cam, and it's very wet there. It's not as wet as the last one, but it's wet down there. Let's see, can these...
Conrad got SRI, but Demon R's close to SGP. Oh, SGP's not stopped.
Yeah, that's the racing hard tyre, and here comes Conrad. That would suggest to me that the intermediate may be the right tyre to be on right now as Rich Blue's up the inside of SRI. He's on the inters, so Rich, he's looking at going for another third place right now. You know what, it's looking like it's raining a little bit heavier than it was at the start. And this race, I mean, we mentioned it on, the weather could be inclement, it could be dry enough for slicks, it could be wet enough
for the move on SGP.
Oh, is he? Oh no!
Oh,
They're
going. They're going for a corner.
They're going for a party in the park.
I'm in
Okay.
the corner watching you kiss him.
Well, while they're off into the gravel, Jason in the tank with his intermediate track on, still hasn't spun it, and he's looking at trying to make a move on Twilight.
Go back for my tank.
Excuse me. I mean, some would say he had his nose there. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so Demon R, Inters, Conrad, Inters. I think the Inters is the right call here. But having said that, Ray, I mean, well, I was going to say in the race that we just had, as Art Pass trying to make a move on Rich on the pack, Demon R getting wobbly, it looked like it got wetter and wetter throughout the race. So if we've got a similar weather pattern here, but not as intense, it may get wetter and wetter here as well. Which, if that's the case, if you're on the slicks, surely it'd be a good idea to dive into the pits, especially with having the boost available.
Yeah, like we can't see the weather radar, so it might it could get wetter or it could get drier. We don't know.
Possibly. Okay, Conrad made a lovely move through the chicane, and interestingly, two different lines being used by these guys. Mentioned earlier in the wet, obviously avoiding the racing line, but on the inters, there tends to be a bit of a crossover point where you can use the racing line, but yeah, we'll see how they get on. Rich Blues in third place. Twilight looking like he's trying to break slipstream from Artpow and Le Tank. Nelly up the inside, can't get anything going here though, or a switch back. No, not today.
Just gonna get up to settle down in that turn one. But let's see, the causes, are they gonna, how they're gonna handle in mixed conditions, because it's a bit wet, but we're going to see a bit of dry line coming through, or
maybe.
what?
I'm looking at the pack cam, and from Demon R's view, looking at Conrad, there was a lot of spray being kicked up. So Artpow here, he's on the inters, Twilight ahead. It doesn't look like Artpow's kicking up much spray, but he is there.
Depends. Yeah, certain parts, and there's no window wipers on.
Oh, well, if there's no wipers on, it means it stopped raining. As Nelly having a look up the inside of Rich Blues gets that move done. But Rich Blues with the Cozzy power, can he do anything? Back up towards the chicane. And this, I think, the Cozzy isn't as good in the corners, but it has got the power. I do think the BM is better in the corners. But yeah, look at that. Cozzy, Rich Blues trying to make a move. Can't get it done at the moment, though.
Well, the Cozzy is 223 brake horsepower. The BMW that Nelly was in is 234, and he's 7.7 kilograms
Of sugar?
lighter.
Alright, okay.
Lighter.
Fair enough.
So the Cozzy's 1,207 kilograms, and BMW, sorry, is 1,200 kilograms.
So, yeah. I mean, it does make it an interesting comparison. It does just seem the Cozzy has a bit more straight line speed. Is Jason looking at making a move on Twilight again?
Same place. Back coming through.
Well, I must admit, I mean, if you're Jason at this point, I mean, would you be enjoying this?
I think he is, to be honest. I don't think he's not enjoying it. I think he's having a bit of fun. He doesn't look like he's driving angry or anything.
Nope.
He just He looks like he's out for a Sunday drive.
I mean, it's still. I mean, I don't think we've even seen it get sideways, let alone spin. Okay, Twilight's got a bit of a run on him. I would expect Twilight to get past. Yeah, he is. He's already passed before the King, because on the pack cam, looks like right on board with
Not much spray. No spray.
Yeah. Well, looking at the moisture gauge, it's almost at a level that the slicks would be okay.
You can see a different line. You can see a darker. Oh, Rich! You don't want to put it in the pits.
No, you don't want to turn it while the car there. But the thing is, though, look at that. As soon as you start going off that bit of a racing line, yeah, there's a lot more moisture on the circuit, as you can see by all the spray being kicked up. Especially so, Art Pal trying to sort of defend both.
What's up with Rich? It's just twitchy as hell.
I'm thinking that got a little bit twitchy under braking. It also like you didn't know which way it was going to go. Okay, so with the
he's like what do you call it? It's went out of my head. Hopefully
a weeble wobbler. Okay, so looking at the leaders there, it's definitely looking like the track has started to dry a little bit. Art Pal, I mean, this is a feature that may come into play as well. The level of tyre wear the guys have on, say, an intermediate tyre in these drying conditions, because the cars do wear the tyres at a different rate. Now on the slicks, it shouldn't be an issue at any of the races, but on an inter, on a drying track, it could become an issue, because the Cosy does tend to work its front tyres more with it having a stronger front end. Twilight trying to make a move on Rich Blues. Rich is not wanting to give him any space.
Is that class as 2 moves?
I don't know. You know what? I wasn't looking. I was like, oh!
Twilight's tagged him, then Jason's coming. Like, move out the way.
Oh dear. Okay, I've got a feeling the race clock is going to be coming to 10 minutes very soon. I think the last race was 6 laps, so I think we may be 6, maybe 7 laps in this one, as it looks like Twilight is hunting for a bit of moisture to keep those tyres alive. And I mean, one thing we can say is those that were on the slicks, as Twilight's going a little bit deep, but actually not bad. Those that started on the slicks, SGP, SRI and Gary, we have not seen them for a long time, but there is SGP. He's got no wear on his tyres. SRI's just done fastest lap of the race, but let's not forget, they have got boost. Gary's quite far back. I think Gary's perhaps had a few adventures. And look at the amount of tyre wear that Connor's got on that front left. I was going to say compared to Demon Art, but it's about the same. But compared to Nelly...
Rich
wow.
Front left. Jesus.
He's been pushing that car then. He probably hasn't been keeping any moisture on it. So we're on to the final lap of the race now. Time is ticked down. Conrod's in the final chicane. Go on.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's waiting for moisture. He's trying to keep on the racing line here. Yeah. Oh, somebody out wide.
How has he kept that facing the right direction? On the back cam then, that's Conrad. He's going to take the victory. Gary's ahead of him, but he's a lap down. Demon Art second place is Twilight Rich. But here goes Jason. Jason in me magic tank. Uh-oh. Oh, and it's SGP. Round the outside.
Can he keep going? He's going to put his car in there last, so he needs to be careful.
And he is. He might be able to get a few places here. Rich Blues are going to hold on though. Ahead of Twilight, then SGP, then Jason, then SRI. And yeah, formerly Gary managed to finish just in front of Conrad. So, confirmation then of the race 3 result. Conrad with a victory, maximum 20 points. Demon R second place. Nelly in third. Art Pal in fourth. Rich Blues in fifth. Twilight 6th, SGP in 7th, Jason in 8th, SRI in 9th, and Formula Gary in 7th. Well, that was definitely an eventful race there, that's for certain.
Yeah, from start to bloody finish. Jesus, with the 3 Muppets and the
On the slicks.
slicks. Then we had the 2 Muppets that went off into the corner.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. And one Muppet in a completely different car that never seemed to be off the track at any point. Oh. Okay, so we'll go straight into looking at the confirmed standings then after the first 3 races. And now we will also be able to try and catch up on a couple of things, I reckon. Also, for anyone, any of the drivers that are interested, there is going to be a fly-by lap of the next circuit coming up shortly, so don't disappear anywhere just yet. Okay, so confirmation of the championship standings then. SGP leading the way with 2 victories and a slicks on the wet track, 50 points for him. Conrad, unfortunately, with that -2 point penalty, and we will get onto that in a moment, he's tied second place, 45 points for him and Demon R. Then we've got 5 points back to Artpan. And then we've got Rich Blues and Nelly tied in 5th place on 35 points each, with SRI only 1 point behind them. Twilight in 8th place on 29 points, only 2 ahead of the Tank in 9th, who is 3 ahead of Formula Gary in 10th. Steve F1 unable to race today as his wheel is buggered and it's been sent back to Thrustmaster, so hopefully they'll get that fixed soon. Jimmy, Critical Hay and Bob also not able to make today's race. Okay, Ray.
Yeah.
Talk to us about Connor's penalty, because surely he's going to want to know why. I'm going to want to know why. Because I don't think we saw it on the footage, did we?
No, we don't see it in the footage, so report came in, report last lap, race 2, got a hit off and not waited for me. So really the stewards looked at it, and it was the corner after the hairpin at the start of the shorts circuit.
It's where we saw Nelly slowing down and waiting for someone, isn't it?
Yeah. So, stage 2 penalty to Conrad, sorry, for pure bad luck, -2 points. Gary took the tight line to avoid Nelly, who was driving slowly to wait for another driver, and he was then very slow mid-corner after going slightly deep. Conrad was caught out by this and rear-ended Gary off the track. While near driver was to blame for the contact, the stewards feel that Conrad should have waited for Gary afterwards.
Yeah, which is fair enough. And hopefully I will have been putting in some footage of this as Ray has been talking about it. I just want to clarify something as well. I think you mentioned there stage 2 penalty.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's a stage 1 penalty.
Alright.
But let's have a quick look. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's stage 1 penalty, but it is -2 points. So yeah, it's one of those where Connor's been massively unlucky, and he may have at the time thought a car was going way too slow. But one of the things that one of the stewards did say was that if you were behind SGP and he decided to park it on an apex, which is a legitimate move, and you hit him up the arse and it spun him around, you should be waiting for him. So in that scenario, if you don't wait, it'd be a penalty. Go on.
We used SGP as an example because he likes to fucking park
it on the apex, yeah. All the bloody time. But yeah, it was a valid point made at that occasion. But like I say, hopefully we'll have showed a bit of the footage there. And what Ray did read out was the steward's report, just with them getting the which stage of penalty it is. So yeah, stage 1, -2 penalty points. But yeah, in things though, in conditions like that, in those wet conditions, shit happens. We saw was it Art Pal up the inside of Twilight at the final chicane? And it would be easy for someone to look at that, or if being Twilight's position and just go, oh, he's trying to dive bomb me. Whereas what's actually happened is he's tried to make a legitimate overtake, but being on the getting to the racing line bit, the car's just skidded on and made contact. And things like that can happen, but it's what you do after that that really counts. So on that occasion, Art Pal waited for Twilight. I think we saw Demon R. Well, I don't think we saw it, but Demon R waited for Twilight in the first race. We saw Nelly waiting for Twilight, I think it was, just as this incident occurred as well. Right, well, as mentioned earlier, we are going to take a look at the next track. Do you remember what the next track is, Ray?
Autopolis Short.
That it is. So we're going to go and take a look at Autopolis Short, and I don't mind giving us a little bit of a run through this, and I'll give us a little countdown to when it's going to go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
You're fucking fast.
Well, here we are then at Autopolis at the end of the pit lane. I'm now at the 200 metre marker board. As this bit's downhill, as I'm now at the 100 metre marker board. And as we take a little, it's a tricky. Oh, there's a petrol station over there. Tricky corner this because it's downhill braking. Make sure you hug the apex. Don't get too wide. And oh, look, another pond and a go-kart track actually, which looks like it could be quite fun. Why can't we drive on the go-kart track with the go-karts?
That's a bit shit because there's a couple of
go-kart tracks next to circuits.
Let me go and get my fucking teeth in the pond.
Interesting, tricky right hand. I think the Cozzies may struggle a little bit here with change of direction. As I think that was an oil refinery we were just looking at there. This drone's going rather quick and twitchy.
And then we're coming into the hairpin, I think.
Yep. But you know what you have to do here? You got to show her what you got.
Yep, spin it sideways.
On the exit of the corner, yeah, we will see a Cozzy spin it on the exit of that corner as we have another look at the pond. Interesting long left-hander. It's easy to go into this too quick. You're better off going in a bit slower and coming out of it quick. And then we head up to the toughest corner on the circuit as we take a low approach here, because it doesn't really look it much here, but it's very uphill, which means it helps with your braking, but then where the crest of the hill is, it hurts. Do not brake late for this corner, guys. You will not make it, especially in the wet.
You'll go into the grandstand.
And look at the racing tyre marks here. That will be extra slippy in the wet, so be careful of the line you take here, as it looks like we've got a car parked up in the pits.
Be careful if you ever need to make a pit.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because the pit entry is a little bit tricky. Now, that was something that I did want to sort of discuss a little bit. So, for each event, we're going to be having 4 rounds. So, this was round 1 with 3 races. Round 2 is going to have 3 races. Round 3 is going to have 3 races, and round 4 is going to have 3 races. So, it's 12 races in total, 10 minutes for each race. And as we've said, the first race is going to be dry. The second race is 100% going to be wet. You are not going to want to use an intermediate tyre in that race. It ain't going to benefit you. The third race, though, now interestingly, in the few bits of practice sessions that we've done, we simulated the third race by running the second race. Excuse me, and then going into the third race, because it's kind of a continuation of the weather. Not exactly, but sort of. So it's almost like we've had a dry race. Oh no, then it's pissed it down, and then it's dried up a little bit. But in all of the simulations that we did, the track was a little damp, but okay for slicks. This race, the third one here, it was okay for slicks on that first lap, but after that there was just too much moisture coming down, and that may be one of the things that caught out SRI and SGP, or maybe just taking the gamble I don't know. But the fact that people did manage to go, you know what, I think this is intermediates, and it worked, I think is a really good thing. But yeah, so now for the next week, or top of this, again, we're going to have a dry race, then we're going to have a very wet race, then we're going to have a race of mixed conditions. It could be a similar situation as today. It could be a very different situation as today. But do you think, Ray, that we might see people on that third race next week just go, oh, well, I'm going to start on the inters anyway. I'm going to go with the inters because I think that's the best. That's what worked last week.
It could happen, actually, to be honest. They might see that there's a bit of wet weather and go, nah, I'll just do inters, it worked. And then you'll have some people might go, right, let's see a wee minute. Could we get away with the hards? Could we not?
Well, I mean, that's the hards on a dry track would be what, 6-7 seconds a lap faster, maybe more. But well, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. That's for certain. And yeah, as another reminder, it is a Gold Star Championship, folks. So try and keep the contact down to a minimum. And if you do happen to punch someone off, make sure you wait for them. And oh yes, I've got one more thing to look up. So Ray, feel free to talk amongst yourself.
Yeah. We'll talk amongst myself. Okay. What in my head?
Well, yeah. You know what? I actually now can't remember what it is I'm supposed to be googling other than the word tank. No match for my tank.
Yeah. We need to Google that, yeah. But it looks like a fantastic setup that the admins have came up with. A good season to come from it. Yeah, especially after these first 3 races. I think it might get more. That's the first race out of the way, so usually the first few races, getting them out of the way, and then everybody settles down and gets into the groove of things. So, I mean, who knows what might happen?
Well, that's the thing. I think for a lot of the guys that hadn't been able to run the car in the wet, and to be fair, we did put on plenty of practice sessions for people to come and try the different cars. Unfortunately, for whatever reasons, they weren't able to make it. Admittedly, some of those sessions were on, but some of the sessions were on days that we wouldn't normally be on. But still, so for all of the for a lot of the drivers, they've driven the cars in the wet condition for the first time. So someone may have picked the Cosy thinking, well, you know what, I like its turn in, it's got some great power, and then got to the wet race and gone, I can't go through the kink without spinning. So yeah, the different characteristics working well in different conditions. But that is something that I know that for us, when we were setting this up, there was the 3 different cars with the 3 different characteristics that on a dry track have 3 different ways of driving, and we knew that it's going to be very different on the wet and very different on the inclement weather. So I do like how this one has been set up, but I also do hope that, Jason, you are able to get one of these cars, because it would make such a better race for you. But there we go. Right, now regarding the no match for my tank, I did do the Swedish to English, and you are correct, it came back with no match for my tank. So I decided to do it the other way round, and it comes up with Ingen match for min tank. So basically, it almost sounds exactly like what you said to begin with. You get an Ingen match for mid tank. So there we go. Right, I think it's about time we wrap this one up, Ray.
Been saying that for years.
Well, yeah, you should have done. Anyway, right. Thanks for watching, folks. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, smash that notifications bell. Ray, thank you for joining us on commentary while you're on your coffin deathbed. Deathbed. Hey, there we go. And yeah, get to the doctors.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for having us. Thank you. Like all the admins, especially doing the testing. Try to get this actual season going, because this has been what, a year in the making.
Yeah, it has actually. Yeah, because we've been telling the drivers for that long, buy these cars when they've been available.
Yeah, so what's your fucking excuse, Jason?
Yeah, he doesn't understand English.
It's a language barrier.
Oh, dear. You know, I still think the funniest thing ever is me thinking that you were speaking Swedish when, when you weren't. No, no match for my tank. Oh dear.
So, yeah, and thank you for the drivers for showing up. I know we're a few drivers short, but hopefully we see them next weekend. We have, great free races.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, that's all, folks. Oh no, I'm going to get it from copyrighted now. Have a good one. I will see you all again soon.
Ta-da!